Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. I'm gonna be playing the robot today. I'm not gonna be doing any rainbow modes, any jammed modes, or anything like that. I'm just gonna be doing a challenge mode request sent to me by AnimaCurta BR. And their request was a run that they called the Trash Warrior. Now I have a little bit of a problem with that name. I think that it should be called the Junk Warrior, or maybe the Recycler or something, or what is the name of that robot from Nuclear Throne that he can eat up items and then give you other items or ammo after he eats them up? He's the robot. Well, whatever he's called, he's the robot. But in this run, I can take, and I'm supposed to try to take as many items and weapons as possible, but I can't keep them. Instead, I recycle them and give myself junk instead of taking the item. Because as junk, for every piece of junk the robot gets, you get a damage bonus. So by recycling items that I get, I have to use the robot's right hand, but I get stronger as I go on through the game here. So we're gonna be able to get stronger, we're gonna be able to, you know, maybe get a 50% damage bonus, 100% damage bonus, maybe more than that, depending on if we can get a lot of items on the run. Maybe if we steal a lot, we can steal items and then junk them, turn them into junk. So this is gonna be an interesting run. The only items that I can take are junk, but for every other item that we find, that we can buy, that we find out of a random chest that drops, like we just had there, we can get junk out of it. So this is gonna be an interesting run. It's going to be easier than a starting weapon only run, that's for sure, because as the robot, by collecting junk, I can get a damage bonus. Eventually, we might be able to get, you know, the equivalent of a meat bun damage bonus. You know, meat bun is double damage. We only need 20 junk for that to happen, and we're already, you know, 1/20th of the way there. It might take a while, but we can make it work. And the whole point of this run is just to see how far we can get on limited resources. And I mean, not including blanks and keys and armor. I mean, we can buy anything we want from the shop, I imagine, but just from item perspective, we only have coolant. And I'm just going to run under the assumption that I'm not going to junk the coolant, and I'm just going to have coolant. But we're just going to try to make a run work with limited guns, limited items, transforming everything into junk, and we'll see how far we can go. I expect that this run is doable. You know, having a lot of junk can make the run a lot easier as you are playing as the robot. So I fully expect that this run can be accomplished, it can be completed. So we'll give it a try here. As for the oubliette, the Abby, it is beneficial to go down to those floors because every floor you go to gives you 2 chests, which is 2 pieces of junk. Free armor, nice. But maybe I don't want to go down there because I won't have extra weapons to help. Spring heel boots, very nice. Heavy boots, very nice. Very cheap items that I can buy and then turn into junk. You know, maybe I don't want to go down to the oubliette because it's a difficult floor. You know, maybe if I had a glacier, an RPG or something, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable. But if I don't have any of that, and I'm just using robot's right hand, yes, maybe I'll have, you know, 10, 15, 20% damage by the time I get down to the oubliette or the Abbey or something, but will that be enough? I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see. Hopefully I can get some extra keys, and hopefully I can get a lot of junk, and I'll feel a little bit confident going down there. But we'll wait and find out. So that's gonna be a chest. I've already seen the green chest. I do want to make sure that I'm opening these chests because how I'm going to interpret the rules is that I have to have an item or weapon to recycle in order to, ooh, nice. I'm going to interpret the rules as having to need to recycle in order to obtain junk. I'm not gonna destroy chests to pick up the junk from the chests. I'm gonna open the chests. And if I get an item, then I'm going to say, I get the junk. I think that's how I'm going to handle it. Whether or not that is in AnimaCurta BR's spirit of the run, I don't know, but that's the way I'm going to interpret it anyways. So, you know, it doesn't matter if I pick up guns before or after the boss fight. It doesn't matter if I force the gun drop, because we're just gonna be using Robot's right hand. We just need to make sure that we are trying to get as many items as possible, whether that's buying them, finding more chests, getting rid of chest friendship could be a good one, but oh hey, I have to junk it. I can't actually take any items. So it's gonna be interesting, it's gonna be difficult. You know, fighting the boss here. Maybe I should have gone and bought heavy boots and spring heel boots to junk them, so I had a 10% damage upgrade for the fight. I'm gonna say that flawlesses don't count, but we have mean green here. I'm just gonna junk it immediately. Give junk. I was thinking, oh, I can use it to try to find a secret room. No, that's cheating. It's not really cheating, but it kind of feels a little bit like cheating. So instead, I'm just gonna blank randomly. And you know what? Fuck it. Let's go down to the oubliette. We have enough keys. Ah, but what's the point? To just get more junk? I guess because I can what? Buy boots and spring heel boots and then get 2 junk, but I could just open these 2 chests to get 2 junk. What the heck? What the? I mean, sure. So we'll buy the boots, give ourselves 2 junk. Can't buy the key anymore, but that's okay. I guess I can't steal, can I? Because in order to steal, I have to have an active or passive or gun that lets me do that. So I'm not gonna take that junk, or maybe I should take that junk. No. I'm gonna say that I have to recycle an item in order to get junk. Maybe that will or will not be extra fair. I don't know. Where is the? Right. There it is. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have no idea if this run is going to end up being good or not. You know, I don't know how much junk it's gonna take before I really start doing a lot of damage and start to thinking to myself, hey, the damage output from Robot's right hand is actually meaningful right now. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, we'll go down to the oubliette, why not? We'll give it a shot. We have 4 junk right now. And hopefully we can get more than 2 junk on the next floor. Because by coming down here, I spent 2 keys and destroyed 2 chests, and I didn't get junk out of the chest. Well, I got junk out of 1 chest, but I'm not gonna recycle the junk to turn it into junk. No, I gotta recycle an item to turn it into junk. That's the character I'm playing as here. I'm playing as Robot from Nuclear Throne. That is who I'm role-playing as today. I guess things like Gunsling King, Map Man, those are all really good pickups for us if we can make it work. Maybe even also the, I'll come back to this later. Maybe even also the black market, if I can save 100 casings, shells, credits. And then maybe I can buy some good stuff there and just buy a lot of cheap items, because the items in there are going to be cheaper than they would be otherwise. So if I can buy a lot of cheap items, hey, that's a lot of junk. Come on. Also, multiple people told me, by the way, hey, there is a tell on shotgunners to determine which one is which, and it's all in the shotgun. The shotgun bullet can have different types of shotguns in their hands when they're shooting. The red ones here have regular shotguns. The blue ones have Winchesters, which are a little bit smaller. And the Deadeyes are a little bit easier to tell just by the shape, because the Deadeyes are shorter and purple than the red and the blue ones, but they have a sawed-off shotgun. So it is actually possible to tell which shotgunner is which just by looking at their outline, which you kind of have to do in rainbow mode because they all look the same. But thanks everyone for telling me what the difference was. I never just really noticed, I suppose. I guess I never paid that much attention to which guns they were holding. Because for the Bulletkin, they all have the same frickin' revolver, except for the Uzis and the AK-47s and the Commando dudes. The standard Bulletkins, the veteran Bulletkins, the mutant Bulletkins, they all have the same revolver in their hands. So I kind of assumed, I suppose, that the shotgunners would also have the same or similar a setup, but nope. They all have different shotguns. So I did use a blank. It's been a while since I've been down to the oubliette on those rainbow jam mode runs, but if you're gonna use blanks, use them on the oubliette. Don't save them for the second floor. Unless you really need to get a flawless on your second floor boss or something. Or the Old King. Although I don't think that there is anything in the game for flawlessing the Old King. You just gotta beat him. If you beat him, then you get his item, which is, I think, the red scarf. It's either the bloody bandana, the red scarf, or it is the blood brooch. I can't remember which one you get for just unlocking the floor and which one you get for defeating the boss. But again, I don't think you have to do it flawlessly. Maybe you do, though. Maybe you have to defeat the boss flawlessly before the drunkard in front of the tutorial room talks to you about him, and he's like, "Ho ho, you've defeated the Old King? Why, I never believed it." Yeah, see, this Bulletkin, he's got the Uzi, but this one, he's just got the frickin' revolver. I guess the mutant Bulletkins, they are easier to see if you're just looking at their outline, though, because they have, you know, growths basically around them. But I guess in rainbow mode, you know which is which. You know which enemy is going to be a. We should buy the key immediately. You know which enemy is going to be a standard Bulletkin or a veteran because they actually do look different. It's not like the red and blue shotgunners in rainbow mode that they all look exactly frickin' the same. Ah, it's okay. Can't tell where you are, you're too far away. Oh, another key is awesome. That means that we are gonna be able to open both chests on this floor. And because I already have bought one key and I have a little bit of extra money remaining, we can probably, yeah, there you go, your shot gets destroyed. We can probably buy both, maybe not both, but at least one of those items in the shop. You know, by coming down here, yes, we are having to, and we might as well do it right now, right, for the junk bonus. You know, coming down to this floor, we are having to do an entire extra floor without the extra junk that we could have gotten from the last floor by opening the chest, but, oh man, that's such a good gun. Give myself some junk instead. But instead, we are getting more money, and we can turn that into buying more armor, more blanks, more guns, and then turn that gun into a piece of junk. So we are getting a benefit here. Teleporter prototype. Give junk. Goodbye, teleporter. Num num. Recycling everything that we come across. Yeah, that shop had, what? It was a wind-up gun and the shot grubber. I could see myself buying the wind-up gun. That's probably gonna be 40 credits. It is a D tier gun, but the D tier items on the last floor were only 35 credits, so they are gonna be a little bit more expensive. So what, maybe 42, 43? We can handle that, I think. Even the mutant Bulletkin are, or the shotgunkin rather, are a little bit easier to see in rainbow mode, just because they are a little bit, you know, covered in sores and stuff. So I'll buy the wind-up gun, give myself one more piece of junk, recycle the gun, and move on. So how much junk do we have right now? I can't really check. Like 7, so we have a 35% damage upgrade as the robot right now, and that's fine, but we can do better than that, you know? We can just continue collecting junk as much as we can, get as high of a damage upgrade as possible, and maybe we'll be able to reach, you know, 100% damage up by the time that we get to the dragon. I don't know. You know, we need 20 junk for that to happen, and we've been picking up, on average, probably 3 items per floor. You know, 2 chests, actually probably 4 items per floor, right? Because we're gonna get 1 more on this floor as well. So, with 4 items per floor, that's 5 floors, chambers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you could totally get 100% damage up by the time you hit the dragon, and we've done an extra floor. So maybe we're on target. Maybe we are on pace to pick up enough items. Problem is that, you know, your shop could always be locked. You could just get a wicked chest, and you don't have a key on you, and then by the time you get a key, the chest has already exploded, and then you don't get an item out of it. You know, there's ways in which we could be struggling to pick up items. Ooh, D-pad is so good. But unfortunately, we have to junk it. D-pad really is so good. Being able to steal, being able to use it as a very high damaging weapon if you have the remote bullets item, ends up being a pretty good boss killer. Even against the, yeah, 8 chunk now. Even against the old king, if you have remote bullets, D-pad is so nice. But the primary benefit of the D-pad, I think, well, actually, I think the primary benefit is allowing you to steal from shops. Secondary benefit would be on the dragon fight. You can just spawn a chest with it, hide behind the chest, be completely immune to some of the dragon's attacks, and then just have an easy time on that dragon fight. I wonder, in rainbow mode, there's a bit of a bug on the dragon fight, which causes the heart phase to have bullets that kind of flicker in and out of existence. I have to wonder if the chest that is spawned from the D-pad can protect you from that flickering bullet effect. That'd be interesting to know. Another thing about rainbow mode, or that rainbow mod that I figured out the other day, was that I don't think that the issue with the fast rooms is actually caused by the mod itself particularly. I think it's caused by the game, or maybe by Mod the Gungeon itself. It's not caused by that particular mod. It's just that in some rooms, that hook is just applied multiple times, I think. Unless it's a base component for Mod the Gungeon, which would be kind of stupid, but I don't know. I have no idea. Rainbow mode is weird. Rainbow mod is weird. But it's gonna be deprecated soon, as soon as Turbo mode comes out with AG&D, and then we'll actually be able to frickin' play on our own means. With fast enemies that don't break the game, and cause weird issues, and dragon fight that has super sped up weird flickering bullets that are impossible to dodge and ruin your lead god attempts. Yeah, it's happened before. That would be, I honestly don't see it possible. This is free, I'll take the glass swan stone. I actually don't think it's possible to really do a DD20 rainbow. The bottles on the table just disappeared. I don't think it's really possible to do like a DD20 rainbow mode, because it's just so frickin' annoying when you just get hit because the bullets on the dragon fight just kind of flicker in and out of existence. You know, if you're on DD20, dragon fight has the dragon's rage and high stress modifiers. You're gonna die if you get hit. And if you're gonna die when you get hit in a, you know, BS manner, I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play DD20 rainbow mode. If I'm gonna die, I want it to be on my own merits, you know? I don't want the game to kill me. I want to kill myself. And hopefully you can understand that. I think you can. You know, it's one thing for the game to just like, oh man, come on, the game fucked me, you know, oh, come on. It's another thing to be like, oh, well, I need to get good. I need to get good. Well, time to get good. We might not get an item out of this. God, I hate you so much, Shadow Magician. We might not get a item out of this, but we might get like a map, which is very annoying because the map is probably not worth it to fight this guy. I don't know why you seem to get the map when you fight this guy, but I've gotten the map when I fought him like multiple times. I'm trying to think of like how many times in a row, but I actually have no idea how many times in a row I fought this guy and gotten the map. The 50 credits is very nice, so, and we did get a chest. So the map has been revealed. We know that there's gonna be a blank in the secret room, and the secret room is gonna be in this room. It's an odd place for the secret room. I did not expect it here. There is gonna be a fairy in a bottle, which is going to give us, hopefully, the bottle or junk. If they give me junk, here's the thing, if they give me junk, then I can't drop the junk to remove the damage bonus. I've tested that before, and even if I was to drop all the junk that I have on me right now, I would still maintain the damage bonus that I have. So if they give me junk, I'm going to maintain my damage bonus. If they give me the bottle, I'm just gonna drop it and give myself junk. And if they give me armor, that's the worst of both worlds. So let's see what they do. They give me armor, so that's the worst of all worlds right there. So unfortunate, but what you gonna do? Get out of here, ghost. It's nice being able to run away from ghosts and not just die instantly. Well, we'll keep opening chests. Use that medkit. Give myself some junk, recycle the item, and buy a key and open the chest that we got from the Shadow Magician fight. Which will give us how many pieces of junk? Piercing shots. I mean, that'd be nice to just have, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 junk. So we're at a 55% damage bonus at this point, which is pretty good. No other items to purchase here, unfortunately. And I guess we're gonna go and try to fight the old king using only junk. And it's not like this is, excuse me. It's not like this is a lot of junk to have either. I'm just giving myself junk, you know, a little bit of extra here and there whenever I open a chest. That's not, oh wow, you just immediately ate that thing. Freaking AnimaCurta, I hate you so much. You're the worst boss of the first 3 floors. You truly, absolutely, madly, deeply are the worst boss on the first 3 floors. Might be able to kill the turret here. Yes! Fuck you, AnimaCurta! Oh, you're in the electricity, okay. Oh, what the hell? I got a little bit weirded out. For some reason I thought I was gonna get shot, but I didn't. I was very concerned for a second when I didn't need to be concerned at all. All right, the AnimaCurta's gonna die. We're gonna flawless this. I might just wanna go buy a whole bunch of blanks for the next floor if I am gonna go down there and fight the old king. We'll drop the bow. Sure, 3 extra blanks. That's good, right? I'll go fight the old king like this. Right, give myself the junk for the bow. I'm not doing this to do a no-hit run or anything. I wouldn't do it. We could try at some point to do a no-hit run using starting weapons only, but that'd be a little bit difficult. But no, for now, we're just gonna try to win. 5 blanks, whole bunch of HP. This is gonna be a very difficult floor though. There's a lot of difficult situations in the Abbey in which I would very much like to have an alternate weapon to use. You know, there's that room with the 4 priests and the 6 bulletkins. I would very much like to have, you know, I'll just say it, a big boy. But at least we have, you know, 60% damage up now. It's taking 4 shots to kill a bulletkin. It's seeming like we can get enough damage upgrades on every floor just by picking up junk that we can keep killing bulletkins in 3 hits on every floor. So if I open the 2 chests on this floor, you know, take the items, drop them, give myself junk, we might still be at the point where we're killing bulletkins in 3 bullets. That'd be kind of nice, you know, that if that's the gold standard in damage per floor is can I kill a bulletkin in 3 shots? That's a good target to strive for. Good job. You're a credit to the magics. Excuse me. Even just killing, you know, ghosts in like 6 shots is pretty good. That's about where you are on the first floor, so it's not that bad. I suppose I could try and go to the shop, buy blanks, spend a key on the shop if I have to get inside, and then try to no-hit the old king using the starting weapon here. Well, it's a starting weapon plus 50% damage, but still could be interesting to do. You have to go and keep wandering around and trying to find the shop though, so no point in even considering that now. But hopefully we can get some more junk. Buy some keys in the shop, get some key drops. I'd like to try to get 4 more pieces of junk before I fight the boss. Because what are we, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're at 60% damage bonus right now. That's pretty good. We could get that up to 80 though, that'd be nice. Oh, whoops. Well, that's a new strategy. You push a table into the enemy spawn so that he spawns in the table. Oh, he probably thinks I am such a jerk, doesn't he? Alright, let's go and open this chest. I'm looking for mimics, because mimics means just free chests. 65% damage upgrade. Now give me those mimics so that I can get free. Oh, it's a frickin' fairy! I didn't even destroy that pot. It was one of you guys. Gun fairies are so goddamn rare. And they sound so sad when you kill them. Oh, I hate the gun fairies so much. We need to go buy that key at some point. Man, after playing so much rainbow mode, I'm like, wow, everything's moving in slow motion. Everything's really slow. You know, if you ever feel yourself struggling in Gungeon or in any other game, just up the difficulty for a while. You'll get used to it, you'll get better, you'll get frustrated, but then you'll go back to a lower difficulty and you'll be like, oh wow, this is a lot easier than I thought it would be. Because I am just having an easy time here, just kind of going through the rooms and being like, all right, well, I know what these rooms are, I know, excuse me, I know what the enemies are. I know what their spawn patterns are gonna be. We're just going to town. Should go buy that key. We are gonna wanna open the next chest to get another piece of junk. It's unfortunate that there's no items to buy in that shop, because that could be, you know, another 5% damage before I go and fight the old king. And I would very much like that. Speaking of no-hit runs and fairies, can you get hit by a fairy the moment you open a pot, or does it take a while for that to happen? Sorry, I had to sneeze, allergies. So what I'm saying is, if I walk into a pot, will I take damage from a gun fairy in the pot, or will the gun fairy pop out and I'll have like a moment of invincibility or something? Because I do worry a little bit about trying to do no-hit runs in the future and walking into a pot like in a corridor or something in a connecting hallway and just being like, oh, okay, well there's a fairy in there and I'm gonna take damage, I suppose. That'd be kind of annoying. There's gonna be a secret room in here. I mean, I know there's gonna be a secret room in here. We'll come back to Blanket once we fight the boss. And I should make sure to go buy one more blank before that. we're actually doing a lot of damage. You know, we're killing enemies that are normally pretty difficult to kill quickly using the starting weapons, and they're dying fast. All right, 6 blanks, Old King, starting pistol only. At least we can kill the Chancellor using the coolant, because I haven't gotten rid of it yet. Oh, there's damage. I just dodged a moment too late. As is what usually happens. Okay. That's okay. We'll try our best to take as little damage as possible from this moment forward. We're actually doing quite a bit of damage to him, more than I was expecting using the starting weapon only, but... Oh, I'm just gonna blank that. Let's try our best. No more damage for the rest of the run. Think we can make it happen? I think we can make it happen. We could make it happen. If we try. If we believe in ourselves. Excuse me. It's that attack. It's the frickin' that quick shotgun attack that he does at close range to hit you. I hate that one. Well, he's already half dead. We've only used 1 blank. This is going to be a pretty nice fight, I think. Surprisingly. Again, we have 65% damage up. Or is it 70% at this point? I can't remember. But still, it's a good fight against the Old King. You know, so we can roughly estimate how long it would take to kill him without any junk, you know. If we have a 65% damage upgrade, then it's gonna take like an extra 50% time length to kill him. Maybe another 40% time to kill him? I don't know, math. Get out of here, red bullets. Something like that. Anyways, plenty of blanks. I want to try to find the secret room to get more junk. You know, this guy is a tough fight because he's so tanky, but I think that later boss fights are more difficult due to the patterns. Like, I think the Wallmonger is pretty damn difficult myself. The most difficult 4th floor boss? I think it really depends. It depends a lot on what kind of a run that you're rolling at that point. Goodbye, junk. I can't hold you. Well, I imagine there's gonna be a secret room in the other chest room, so we'll go here and we'll... Oh, there's not! Maybe in here? I mean, at this point, I'm just gonna spend blanks, because why not? There we go, there's Brother Almern. I wanna find him, so I can get more junk! Yes! Now, of course, I would just like to use the Mega Dowser, but whatever, this is fine too. Alright, moving on. Wow, we actually left this fight with a lot of excess blanks. We had 4 excess blanks after we had fought the Old King, and we got hit once. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I felt like I got a little bit lucky. He wasn't too asshole-ish with his attack patterns. You can be a big jerk about things. Six shots? Accidentally reloaded. 6 shots right now. And 3 shots to kill a bulletkin, so we're at that magic number. We're at that kind of like weirdly ideal DPS output right now. Which I suppose is where we want to stay. We just want to keep collecting our, you know, guaranteed 4 junk per floor. It's a lot of junk. That's a lot of junk. Oh, gotcha. I don't know how I killed him so fast, but I love that he died quickly. Even the Killithid died pretty quickly. We only got in like, it felt like we only got in like 5 or 6 shots, but maybe I accidentally hit the Killithid with a couple of extra bullets. I don't know. Oh. Oh, okay. That barrel is in a wall. That barrel should not be in a wall, but it is. I'd still like to try to find another cheap shop. Who's the cheapest shopkeeper? Come on. Cheapest shopkeeper is the Slime Man, or Squid Man. Squidward. Professor Gupton. So he's the one that we really want to be finding, if we can. Check for mimics. I don't remember exactly how much his prices are reduced compared to average, but you sell some good stuff for the cheap. Although I suppose we don't want to be finding, you know, compressed air tank. We want to be finding, you know, potion of lead skin because it's D tier. We want to be finding all the low grade stuff because that's what we want. We want quantity over quality here. Excuse me. It is kind of nice to be mowing down the enemies using your starting weapon. Boss fights. The boss fights are usually where you want to not be using your starting weapon if at all possible, because the boss fights, they all have that DPS cap, and you want to try to hit that cap to get as close to it as possible so you can get the flawless. You know, some weapons kind of work in another direction, like your grenade launcher, your glacier. They're all about slowing down the enemy or blocking bullets or something. Even if I use a crestfaller, you know, I'm using a crestfaller not for total damage output, but for protection on the fight. But just using the starting pistol is gonna be a little bit slow. Wow, you both are still alive. What jerks. Okay, so there's the shop. Already found both treasure rooms, lovely. Try to save the drop here. Yeah, that's what you want to do, okay. I think that's one thing that I do need to get better at in Gungeon is try to learn when do I need to drop the landslides on this floor. Because a lot of times I'll be down here and I'll be like, when am I supposed to use this? Using it might hurt me in certain rooms, in certain situations, but I really should just be using it as much as I can, I think. Extra keys, so we're definitely gonna be able to open both of the green chests on this floor, and oh, there's another shop. Is this a Cursula shop? It's a Professor Gupton with 2 D tier items. Hey, buddy. That's excellent. And in fact, we want to do that before the key, don't we? Because, well, the key is probably a little bit cheaper and we can get a delayed item on the next floor. But if I just spend, well, if I spend 78 credits on this floor, I can buy 2 items that cost 39 cents each and then get 2 more junk out of it. That's pretty nice. Oh. I want the Mega Hand. I want to use the Mega Hand. This is not the run for the Mega Hand. Try to get my Mega timing. Open the chest, shadow bullets. Oh, so good. You know your timing's right on the Mega Hand when you get the accidental big bullet but the small bullet sound effect. Right there. Kinda can get it. So we want both of these. And then we want to drop our guns and then give ourselves junk times 4. So that's a nice 20% damage upgrade right there. Oh right, shadow bullets was the 4th item. Sweet! Completely out of money, we won't be able to afford any blanks, any No blanks, no keys. Might not be able to open chests on the next floor, but hey, we got the junk on this floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 junk. We're at plus 100% damage up. That's a lot of damage upgrades. So I think the robot starting weapon does like 19 DPS or something like that, so we're probably at about 38. We're getting close to being, you know, at the DPS cap of certain bosses. I don't know what the DPS cap of the third floor bosses are, but I don't think we're there. How are you still alive? I electrified you so much. I just want to get the electricity in a place where I can kind of walk around in a circle and hopefully get the Dreadnought stuck. Although I really don't want to get the Dreadnought stuck around the pillar now, because that bullet's gonna explode. Oh no, it already did explode into the wall. Excellent. Dude, knock it off. At least you're not as bad as on release, you know? I got that going for me, but still, you guys are very annoying. So there's the Dreadnought killed. Another piece of junk. And, you know, we can guesstimate about how long it would have taken to kill the Dreadnought. Without all of this junk, it would have taken about twice as long because we had a double damage upgrade. So if we had a 60% damage upgrade against the Old King, it would take 160% times as long. Yeah. 60% longer, right? Yeah, something like that. That's how that works. That's how the math works out there. Okay. I mean, it didn't take a super long time in order to kill him. Went by pretty quickly. Oh god, you. Why is there no enemy in Gungeon that can summon random enemies? Like summon a shotgunner or a bulletkin or something. That would be hella annoying. Would hate that guy. I mean, you've got a couple of different summoners, I guess, but they summon very specific enemies. I love that you guys create electricity just by existing. As long as I'm not a red-blooded character who has battery bullets for some reason. Oh, hello. I seriously thought the game froze for a second. When I was looking at that ghost and that ghost wasn't moving, I'm like, did I do something wrong? No. He was just encased in ice, he wasn't moving. That's normal. Who knew? Ice beats ghost. I gotta kill those blobs chasing me down, so I have a little bit of maneuverability. And at this point, I can't really do much to go around and try to find the gunslinger, so I'm just gonna shoot randomly. As much as I would like to kill the Agonizer, he's not the biggest problem right now. The biggest problem is all the other enemies. I guess I should have come up here and then tried to kill him with the coolant. All right, well, the gunslinger, I guess, is gonna be the last one to die. And he was one shot away from dying. Oh, and there's another one. At least this one's not getting buffed. I guess I'm also, in my head, I'm undervaluing the strength of my own weapon. I'm thinking to myself, there's no way I'm gonna be able to kill that guy quickly. Oh, right, I have a double damage upgrade right now. It's actually more than that. It's 105% up. Not just 100% damage up. So, you know, I'm gonna kill things especially quickly. There's a key. There is blasphemy. If I pick up blasphemy, I can't drop it because it's a starting weapon. But oh, you again, buddy. But I can still give myself junk, and I'll just never use the blasphemy. Thank you. So that guy is selling some items, and again, his shop is cheap, but he's selling a green level and like a red level item right now, and the black level gun. So it is still gonna be expensive to buy from him, if I do buy from him, so just gotta be careful of that. Yo, come here, dude. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There was one time I spawned down here next to the Summomancer, the Necromancer guy. How did that happen? Was I using like or not chest teleport, was I using the personal teleporter or something? Or was it using the red bandana and it just teleported behind him and it was like, hey dude. I don't remember. But I definitely remember spawning right behind him and being like, okay, well you are very easy to kill now. It was a wonderful moment. Still have not found either chest. I suppose we are just probably gonna buy a key at this rate and try and, shit. Excuse me, excuse me. I guess we're probably just gonna try to buy a key and open both chests. Because even though, you know, Professor Goopston's shop is cheap-ish, it's still kind of expensive at this point. This is like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of it reminds me of a run I've never done, but it kind of reminds me of a run idea I had of like, which weird items can you win the game with? And it's kind of actually similar to Core's suggested run of tiered, which is you give yourself one item from every tier, but you don't give yourself synergies, so no infinite coolness plus Vorpal gun, plus, you know, Ancient Heroes bandana, no big boy, plus singularity, plus curse, plus six chamber, and lots of coolness that way or anything like that. It's just, hey, give yourself a few random-ish items and see if you can win the game. Because at this point, we are at, you know, basically double damage. Could you win the game with just, like, meat bun? Could you do a meat bun run and just give yourself meat bun on the first floor and be like, all right, let's never take a hit again and see if we can win the game? It's possible, I suppose. Okay, we can't get that chest. Not unless we get super lucky in the drops on the boss fight. That's okay. I should not have exploited either of those, but I did. Because I've been thinking, what items could I give myself that could allow me to win? I don't really have a good answer for that. Excalibur! Excalibur's a good gun. I wish I could use it for the boss fight, but I've got to recycle it. Because that's what we do here on the Junk Warrior run. So how many do we have? So this was 20, I think. 21, 22, 23. So 115% bonus damage. Going up against the priest who immediately becomes invisible. Wow, you are just a jerk. You are the biggest jerk of them all. I don't see where he is, so I'm just kind of spraying. I didn't want to use a blank this early in the fight, but I was very worried about taking a hit there. This is much better. Just keep your back up against the wall. Smallest chance possible of getting hit from a bullet coming out of the wall. I believe. It's my impression of the situation anyways. I kind of heard him over there. I couldn't tell exactly where he was, but I kind of heard him. And if you're up against the wall, you can also do, you know, little tiny diagonal dodges to kind of keep your position when you don't want to dodge as far as you normally would. So I did use a blank. Felt like I needed to, honestly. But I don't think I needed to. I felt like I needed to, but I don't think I actually did need to. It's just kind of a situation where I kind of just panicked. You know, I saw bullets coming in and I'm like, oh God. Because these bullets, they kind of curve the ones that come out of the walls. Very annoying. This one right there, look at this bullet. Goes up and down and up and down and all around. And it's just like, go in a straight line. I'd use another blank there. So not very good from a blank management standpoint, but we still have a chance to kill this guy flawlessly, even though it is going to be a bit difficult. He's an annoying boss. He's, you know, quite tanky, very annoying. Annoying bullet patterns. The random curving bullets coming out of the walls is super frustrating because you get shot in the back and you're like, what hit me in the back? I didn't see a bullet there. Let's kill him. But we did it, and we still have another blank remaining, so we can try to find a secret room somewhere. And we have the hegemony rifle. Give junk! Oh, I did not expect that at all. Whoa. It's actually quite nice because I'm going to need a key to open some of the treasure chests on the next floor. Very nice. All right, so we flawlessed, I think we flawlessed every boss so far. Did we flawless the Treadnought? I think so. Did I take the, yeah, I took the flawless. You can see between the third and the fourth boss, we really kind of dropped off on junk pickup efficiency. We only picked up 3 junk between the 2 floors from the chests and then from the boss. But here, you know, between the first and second floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I didn't pick up the boots until after the boss fight. And then between the second and third floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're kind of a little bit, you know, low on the, actually, where did I get this junk? Oh, I gave myself this junk from the pedestal item that we got from the, next to the flawless, okay. But we gotta pick up more junk, man. We gotta get some more items somehow. Oh, God. Wow, you died very easily. We're still 3-shotting standard bulletkins, which is very nice to see. Run away. Just run away from the hammer. Hammer, don't hurt me. So maybe this room will be pretty quick with our high DPS. So if our DPS is like 19 to start with the base stats of the weapon, we're probably at like, you know, 40 now. That's pretty nice. Robot does have a higher DPS stat than other characters, including the Convict, who out of the 4 base characters has the highest DPS. The base DPS anyways. Careful, careful. But yeah, the Robot has a higher DPS just to kind of help him because he's not very good otherwise. Only starting with armor and all that jazz, you know. All that nonsense. I am finding myself staring at walls more. Like trying to stare at the statues and trying to make sure that I don't get surprised and get shot at from behind. But I wish I didn't have to. I wish that mechanic of enemies being in the walls, not that it didn't exist, but that it was easier, that like the statues had an obvious tell. Once you figured it out, you would just be like, oh, I know that that's gonna be an enemy in the wall. That's what I want. I hate having to focus on the walls that intently to try to figure it out. But I guess that's the point. Okay. No keys. I would like to have a key, but there is T-shirt cannon, and T-shirt cannon is a D tier item, so it's super cheap. We can buy it, we can junk it. You are on, you are on that little moving pedestal. I don't like that. Makes it hard to hit you. Easy. And your corpse is now flying. Okay, I mean, I guess you are a mage. You probably have the capability to fly. I don't know why you never use it in the Gungeon, but you know, you do you, buddy. You're saving that ability for your corpse. You can surprise the enemies after they kill you. You're like, oh wow, that's a badass mage. He can fly while dead. I should never have doubted him. I guess it doesn't matter which chests we open at this point, because we're not actually taking the items. We don't care if we're getting guns or passives or actives. We're just recycling everything that we come up with. We are the Junk Warrior. We are the Recycler from Nuclear Throne. Recyclebot. And now I've just got that line from Futurama and stuck in my head. What was it, I can't even remember it now. What the hell was it? It's, no, but they're making a hobbit. Yeah, it's a robot and a rabbit. Oh, you mean like a hobbit? No, but they're making a hobbit. Yeah, that's what it was. I got two quotes stuck in my head. I got that quote from Futurama stuck in my head, and I was trying to figure out how that one went. And then I had another quote stuck in my head from Northern Line, and it was something he said during FTL, I think? He's making a joke, and he called something a hobot. I can't remember that one either. I have a bad memory. I can't remember things. Who am I? What game are we playing? What enemy is this? What attack is this? What are you doing? Get out of here. I do remember that there's gonna be a frickin' Jamomancer in the center. No, that must be a different, yeah, that's a room that's got a lot of books on it. Yeah, I remember. And I think it's got more pillars, and I don't think it's even on this floor. So maybe my memory does suck, and I'm just lying to try to make myself feel better. I guess our best defense right now is standing still. I'm getting better at standing still against these guys and not actually trying to dodge them, because if you just stand still, they can't hit you. They can't hurt you. That's the secret, Cap. Just really quickly check for enemies in the statues. And another problem I have with the frickin' statue enemies is that if you touch them, they hurt you. Even though there's no way that you can tell that they're there without shooting them, if you just touch the statue, the ashen statue on the walls, and there's an enemy inside of him, it'll hurt you. There's gotta be some tell if, you know, you're gonna have contact damage from scenery. You know what I mean? Yeah, nice shot. That's not a bad room. As long as the enemies aren't jammed, you know, we have a good chance of getting the kills here. I'd really hate to see it if they were jammed. Luckily, I've disabled that mod for the time being. We'll come back. I'll come back to the rainbow and the jam mode runs, but well, I'll come back to them separately. I think together they are a little bit too strong. You're dead. And I kind of like the all jammed mode run because it actually does give you a nice balance between the added difficulty and the added benefits of getting a lot of extra cash. I think we're done. No, we can buy the t-shirt cannon for a little bit of extra junk power. Give junk. And if we have blanks left over after the dragon fight, we can spend them on the blank shrine and maybe get one extra item out of this. Okay. So, it was like 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, so 130% damage up. It's a lot of damage up. It's still gonna take a long time to kill the dragon, but hopefully not terribly long. My shots can't even fire at him from the corner of the screen. That's sad. Ah, damn. I'm not even gonna worry about blanking the SMGs. I'd much rather just walk over to him and try to kill him. Because if I've got the damage up, you know, I can kill him pretty quickly, right? I want to save my blanks for an opportunity when I really need it. I don't know what that opportunity is because, you know, ideally you just never use blanks on the dragon fight if you can avoid it. I guess the time on the dragon fight when I want to use blanks is the dragon's breath attack, when he opens up his gobber and starts trying to breathe fire at you. That's when I want to use it, because I oftentimes find myself in a position where I can't move out of the way. And actually, this fight's not going too slowly either. It's going a lot faster than I would have expected, but I guess, again, 130% damage up's pretty nice. This might be another opportunity with which we might want to pop a blank, but I think we've got it. Gotta move back to the left side of the screen. Why? I like the left side of the screen. I don't know why. There's gotta be a reason for it, like a logical reason for why my brain prefers the left side of the screen. I don't know why, but I do. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That SMG fired at like the exact wrong time to line up his attack with the explosive rocket. So I was concerned that I would take damage if I tried the dodge roll. But I don't mind that. It's only the first blank. We still have one remaining, and if I can save one for the shrine, I would love to. Ooh, nice. So we should be able to save our blank now. There shouldn't really be a reason for us to need to use it here. We're not in DD20, we're not in Rainbow. These dodges are relatively simple. Although I do wish that you were a little bit faster. The character, not the bullets. And this might take a couple of cycles, I suppose. Just give me a better distribution of safe spots here and I'll be fine. I'll be fine and happy. Oop, a little bit of a laggy little hiccup there. Doubt that's gonna do anything, but who knows? And actually, you know, barely 3 phases to kill the dragon using the starting pistol, that's not bad. I guess you're barely faster than the bullets. Not by a lot, but barely. So there's the dragon killed. We have a blank remaining. Let's go pop it on that shrine and see if we can get one more piece of junk before the end. The end of the end. I wonder if the junk bonus stays with you if you do your past. Well, we have a lot of chests. Let's see if we can't get some keys out of these chests so that we can open a chest. Or maybe just get an item out of the chest. You know, if we get an item drop, I can recycle the item drop. I'm just making it so that I can't recycle the junk that we get from chests. I have to recycle an item into the junk. I'm the Recycletron, not the Junktron. I am the Junk Master. Well, I guess that's it. I guess if I really wanted to, I could drop myself into the pit and then use the armor blanks to maybe get some extra chests out of that, but I don't care. I had that little pause. I saw a big shadow go across my wall in my room, and I'm just looking over and I just realized that it may have been a bird outside my window. is just very, very startling to be like, ah! My nightmares are real. All right, bullet hell. Bullet hell, everybody, bullet hell. So this is gonna be tricky, but we do a lot of damage. We do a lot of damage. In fact, at this point, our starting weapon might do more damage than whatever weapon we would be using down here to begin with. Now, obviously, if we were using Mega Hand, we would be one-shotting a lot of these enemies. But if we were using, like, Mahogany, I mean, if we were using the Mahogany, we'd break bullets. Well, we're doing a lot of damage. We're doing enough damage that I'm happy with it so far, I suppose. So we'll keep it up. This is definitely worth using a spot of coolant because this guy is a piece of shit and we want him to be electrified. There we go. And guess we'll just try to make it work. Hopefully we can pick up some blanks between now and the Lich fight. What room is this? Oh, this is the 4 enemies room. I know what this room is. Well, again, we're killing things quickly. Maybe we'll kill him fast enough that we don't have to worry about the Summomancer wherever he is gonna be. Ah, there he is. Yeah, we don't have to worry about him anymore. I think we got him. Nice. All right, so far so good. I'm worried about a couple of rooms in particular, like the super difficult ones, which is not this room. You know, I'm worried about the room with the 2 spectral gun nuts at the beginning of it, and with all the books. I'm worried about the one with the 2 spectral gun nuts with all the tables that summons like 4 enemies, including Bloodulons. I'm worried about the one room that has the Agonizer in the center, and then it spawns a bunch of spectral gun nuts. So really, I'm worried about spectral gun nuts on Bullet Hell. They signify some of the most difficult rooms, I believe, in my humble opinion. Yes, we are gonna have a skeleton. We have to accept the skeleton, and we have to move on from the skeleton. I actually want to kill Skeletron here. Well, I have a second. There you are. Oh man, we got very good efficiency right there. Killed both of the Bloodulons, killed the Necromancer, killed his summon, killed another random enemy that I wasn't even paying attention to, just shooting. Good stuff. So this is gonna be Revolving It Town. Oh man, this is a bad place for you to punch your arm. That's a better place for you to punch your arm. There we go. So let's slowly work my way around until I could kill him. All right. Doing good so far, haven't taken any damage on bullet hell. We've only taken the 1 hit on the run, and that was on the Old King. That's pretty good. Can't complain. Cannot complain about this run where we've only been able to take a very limited subset of items, aka just junk. Yeah, that's right. I tanked those bullets to the face. I tested it out the other day. The amount of time you get for that invincibility when you flip a table is ridiculous. Like, it really is just kind of truly outstanding how much invincibility you get. That's dumb. I'm trying to develop a new strategy for this room in particular where I stand in a place where the enemies can't shoot you. Then why would I stand there? Okay, I understand. I'm an idiot. Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm an idiot. So the Agonizer in the center, right? He's got blind spots behind the pillars, and in 2 of the corners, in 2 of the opposite corners, you're gonna get those, these guys here, the Shroomers, the cowboy bullets. In the opposite corners, you're gonna get like a Veteran and an Ashen Bulletkin or something. So, if you stand, I guess if you stand in one of the corners, like right around here, The Agonizer can't shoot you. You can freely dodge to kill whatever bullet can spawn, and then when the Shroomers walk towards you, you can just ignore them because they can't shoot you. So yeah, I did this room wrong. I stood still across the gap, across the pit, but what I need to do is stand still next to the corners of the room, and that'll make it a lot easier. Okay, understand. I know why I took damage now. Well, I took damage because I dodge rolled into a bullet and I didn't use a blank, but I thought that I had a better strategy for handling that room, and now I understand that I just had to remember how to do it correctly. That's like the most complex room, because there is actually a subtle strategy for dealing with it. You gotta like position yourself, you know, in a particular spot. You have to understand that the Shroomers can't actually hit you. So there is actually a perfectly valid strategy for handling that room. I just need to actually, you know, follow through on that strategy correctly next time around. But that's good practice. And that's just a late dodge. Well, we're taking some hits on bullet hell, but can you blame me? I'm still using the starting weapon. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Well, I'm using the starting weapon with 130% damage up. Can't really complain about that too much. But yeah, that room should not be as much of a problem next time around, hopefully. Stay in the electricity, you son of a gun. And luckily, you know, at least with all of the junk that we have, it's not like the meat bun. We're not gonna be losing that damage bonus just because we get hit once or something. We're gonna hold on to this damage bonus forever. Hell, even if I drop all the junk, I'm still gonna hold on to the damage bonus forever. You're dead. Don't need to overkill that blood Yulon. And in this room, it's tougher than you think it is. All you've got to do is you've got to use that opening pillar to just kind of dodge back and forth over the shot grubber's bullets, trying to kill him as quickly as you can. That's all you got to do. He goes down super quickly. And then when he dies, you focus on the Poopulon, and after the Poopulon, you do whatever you want. Just notice that shooting this guy, every bullet doesn't make the sound effect of ting, ting. It's only like every second or third bullet. I kind of wish that it was every bullet. Ting, 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 ting. I don't know why I wish that, but for some reason I do. I want to hear more of that wonderful sound of you killing a skeleton. Ting, 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 ting. Slowly but surely, listen as the life force is removed from his body. Good. Die to fire. This can be a difficult room too if you can't kill that shot grubber in the center quickly. And sometimes I'll have to use a blank to save myself from a little bit of damage. But I didn't have to then. Oh, secret room! Oh, we can go to the evil gun muncher and gun munch all of my guns that I'm not using. I don't think I've ever seen this room with 4 meat cubes with no chrome cubes. So I guess that is, you know, confirmation that the particular enemies that you get on that room are somewhat random. Somewhat random. I'll see how long it takes to kill the Lich here. After that dragon fight, I know now that, you know, my range isn't as high as I would like it to be. I do need to actually stay within range so I can hit him. And this is easy, just hang out next to a wall and dodge in place. Well, he's half dead. That's better than I was expecting for this point in the fight. gonna try to focus on dodging. Trying to remember all of my strategies for dealing with this guy, which is usually just kind of hang out next to a wall and keep shooting, and you'll get him eventually. Single shot? No. All right, and you are a little bit late in summoning enemies, and you're dead. Nice. So second phase is probably the worst. But again, not rainbow, not jammed. If I'm lucky and good, I won't have to use any blanks for this. If I don't have to use any blanks for this, I can save them for the third phase, use them whenever I think that the Lich is going to be summoning that big old circle wall of bullets around you, and then you can cancel that attack out completely. Give yourself plenty of time to just go to town on him. That was an easy one. That was too easy almost. Although I dare to say that. Just keep moving. Dare I say I'm getting better at dodging that? Oh, yeah. When you move diagonally, move slower. That was dumb. I don't know why in my brain I thought I could make it away from those bullets. Well, you don't move slower when you move diagonally, but when you're moving right and up, you steal some of your rightwards momentum to make it so that you can move up a little bit. I've never dodged like that. Whatever, this is just practice for the future. For the future when I do want to end up coming back here and trying to do some weird no-hit runs or something. Cannot stay here. That's when you want to pop the blank, and he is easy to kill. Is he being electrified? He's being electrified! I did not know that you could electrify the third phase Lich. That makes the water gun, like, good. And I've learned how to deal with this attack. You get up close to him, and then you move above him, and then that's it. It's actually a lot easier than, you know, I've believed it to be in the past, dodging that missile. Two in a row. Oh, and you're gonna get electrified again? Oh, Lich, you suck. Woof. Well, there we go. That is the Trash Warrior, the Nuclear Throne Robot Run, whatever you want to call it. No items, just junk whenever I get an item. And it wasn't that bad. Getting 130% damage upgrade, even, you know, the starting weapon can be a decent gun. I guess most weapons will be decent. Even the Derringer, you know, the Derringer does a lot of damage on its shots. I could see the Derringer being good with plus 130% damage. Ah, good run. Okay, I've learned, I even learned a couple of things here. I learned a little bit more about specific dodges that I should be making on the, on Lich 3 with those missiles. You know, this was the practice round for a theory I had with that fight. And that one room in bullet hell with the agonizer in the center and the 4 pillars and the 4 enemies, bullet can spawn in the corners. Don't stand in line of sight of the agonizer. You gotta break the line of sight into a corner, and then you stand still and you kill the enemies and the agonizer last. That's how you handle that room. Anyways, it was a good run. Thank you, AnimaCurta BR for the run suggestion. And thank you very much for watching. So, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.